What's up, everybody? It's Lower Productions here, and today we're going to be kicking off race number 3 of the Amazon Racing League in Season 1 off at Atlanta Superspeedway. So with that being said, let's talk about these points. In first place, we have William Dobbins, followed by TJ Harley, Roger Guardiola, Olivia Dean, Elliott Johnson, Adrian Atkins, Micah Joyner, Julius Orange, Madi Obeid, Evan Fran, Sebastian Galloway Jr., Ryan Little, the Biffler, William O'Donnell, and driver 81 and 15th. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about our lineup for today. Been a long time since we've seen the Amazon Racing League, but on the point for today is going to be the number 22 of Olivia Dean for Gaming Motorsports. On our outside, the number 80 of Julius Orange for Team Elliott Motorsports. His boss, Elliott Johnson, in the 84, right behind him, actually. Winner of our last race, TJ Harley in the 64, all the way back here, also for Gaming Motorsports. Starting way in the back of the field, but he won our last race at Talladega Superspeedway, so congratulations to him. And finally, our points leader, William Dobbins in the 3. Number 3 Chevy for Team Dumpling is our points leader, and he's starting in what looks to be 7th. So with that being said, we're going to come through turns 3 and 4. We haven't seen the AR in a long time, so just a reminder, there are no stages for this series, so it's just going to be flag-to-flag racing. If there's no crashes. This is going to be our 3rd race, so hopefully everybody has a good time, and also nobody gets win schemes. You have to request a sponsorship from a company to get a new scheme. But anyways, with that being said, pace car is going to pull in, and the green flag's out in the air. Olivia Dean's going to see it. Olivia Dean and Julius Orange lead us into turns 1 and 2. First lap of the Amazon Racing League in quite a few months is about to take place. Whoa, the Biffler going way up high, and we already got a car around. It's Evan Fran in the number 9 for his Dodge dealer. Actually, I forgot what the name of his team was. I think it's Dodge Dealer something. I know that his truck series team is Dodge Dealers Incorporated, but I have to see what his team name is here. Anyways, let's go to the replay and see what happened. Alright, folks, we got to see what happened to Evan Fran here. Looks like everybody's just sliding up the track and going way up high, and then he's on the left corner panel of Adrian Atkins, just pushing her, and that's where she goes around into the 81 of driver 81 and also TJ Harley. Luckily that impact wasn't too hard for anybody, so hopefully they should all be able to come back out on track. Wasn't too bad. Here it is again. You see, he's just pushing the heck out of her, not even trying to slow down. I don't really know, because Evan does race for Worldwide Racing Team in the lower series, but so that might be why he might have some resentment to Gaming Motorsports, but we'll just see you on the restart. Welcome back to Atlanta Superspeedway, folks. We are coming in for the green flag once again as Olivia Dean leads us back to the green, and we are once again racing in Atlanta. This time, William O'Donnell is going to be on the outside of the 22 for Team Dumpling. Madi Obeid in the 7 for Team Flash Lightning is on the outside as well. Speed and double file through turns 1 and 2. We make it onto the backstretch, lap 6 to 26. Just a little bit over 20 laps to go. 3 wide down the backstretch. In trouble! 2 cars in the wall. Sebastian Galloway Jr. with Micah Joyner. They slide up the track, slide back down to the apron, and the caution is going to come out this time. Oh, and there's more trouble. Multiple cars around coming off 4. Caution is definitely out. We got Evan, driver 81, Adrian Atkins, Madi Obeid, the Biffler. Seems to have gotten caught up in it. A lot of drivers involved in this wreck. Yellow flag is back out. Whoa, who is up there stopped on the track? It's Olivia Dean. Let's go to the replay and see what happened. So you see Sebastian Galloway and Micah Joyner making a little bit of contact here on the doors. The 83 and 13 coming up the track and just slamming into that wall right there. Everybody else seems to have made it through, so I'm not sure how they wrecked up ahead because everybody was clear. They just kind of slid back down the track out of the way. Not good for Sebastian. Here it is again. Yeah, it doesn't even look like that they got hit by anybody. Holy stutter. And boom, right into that wall. Oh, that's what happened. Must have been when the caution came out. Olivia Dean was trying to slow down for the caution, and then William O'Donnell took her up into the wall, and Madi Obaid got sideways as well in the 7, and probably stopped up the other cars that were involved in the wreck. Can't see it from this angle. Yeah, it looks like they might have just got caught up behind the 7. We'll see right here. There goes Olivia. The 7 goes around in front of the field. Ryan Little makes it around, but Biffler gets turned, and everybody else just tries to scoot out the way. Anyways, folks, we'll see you on the restart. Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Super Speedway, everybody. Echopark. I'm sorry, please don't sue me. Echopark Super Speedway. I don't know why I've been calling it Atlanta this whole time. Green flag's back out in the air, and we're back green here at Echopark Super Speedway. Jesus, I forgot they renamed the track. NASCAR is going to take my channel down. 7 of Madi Obaid is getting slowed up on Roger Guardiola right now as they come off turn 2. Big push coming for the 84 right now. He's got quite the run. Pushing his teammate right now, and also driver, the 80 of Julius Orange. Very good run they got on the top lane right now. The 80 and 84 for Elliott Motorsports. The Biffler, who just got caught up in that last wreck, is somehow pushing his way back up here. And in the middle of that is William Dobbins in the 3 for Team Dumpling. And Roger Guardiola, the winner at Daytona in the 00, is also trying to push his way up here for Team Penske. A couple more cars behind him. Looks like 2 Gamer Motorsports cars. I know it's Ryan Little, and he takes him in the wall. Speaking of which, Ryan Little turns Roger Guardiola into the outside wall hard, but he saves it. No caution. They're going off the track again. It's Micah Joyner and driver 81. They save it, but around goes Evan Ferrand for the 2nd time today. And now the caution's going to come out. What the heck even happened there? That was one of the craziest domino effect wrecks I've ever seen in, I don't even know, but what, my life or my commentating career. Let's just go to the replay and see what happened. So it looks like coming into turn 3, I was talking about Ryan Little and Roger Guardiola together, and then it looks like Roger just got hooked on the right rear by Ryan Little, and Evan Ferrand moves up to dodge the 31. He's slower, and Roger gets out the way, so I'm not sure what's going on up here to cause the rest of them to crash, because everybody's probably trying to brake now that Ryan Little is blocking both lanes, and driver 81 quite stupidly decides to step out and try to go around Ryan Little when the 9 and 64 were still very much on the outside, sending the 9 and 64 into the wall. And then driver 81 and Micah Joyner go down the track. Sebastian Galloway Jr. and William O'Donnell are in the middle, so when the 9 and 64 try to come back down, they ended up slamming into him and sent the 9 sideways. And all that happened because driver 81 couldn't be patient and let the 31 move out the way. But in hindsight, it isn't exactly all driver's fault, because I'm not sure why Ryan Little knew he was slower and decided to come back into the middle of the track when there were faster cars, because as you can see from this angle, he was way slower, and driver 81 could have probably just waited to not cause that wreck, but Ryan shouldn't have moved in front of everybody in the first place. So we'll see you on the restart. Welcome back to Echopark Motor Super Speedway, everybody. Green flag's back out in the air once again. Julius Caesar and the Biffler lead us to the flag. 10 laps to go here at Echopark Super Speedway. Elliott Johnson stepping down at the bottom below the 3, pushing the Biffler up top with the 7. TJ Harley is in the 64 for Game Motorsports. He's looking to get win number 2 in a row. Oh, that's not TJ, that's Adrian, excuse me. Could she get Gaming Motorsports win here? Never mind. William Dobbins comes down to block the 59's run. She gets held up. Big run coming for the 84 now with help from the 3 of William Dobbins. Dobbins seems to be pretty good in the Amazon Racing League, because he did just win his first career win. He got his first career win in the Hulu Truck Series race at Homestead, Miami, just a couple days ago, and got his first Truck Series win, obviously, but it was also his first career win, and hopefully he'll get his first Amazon Racing League win here, hopefully soon too, because he's been showing a lot of dominance, but just can't pull off the win in the end. At Daytona, he was pretty dominant. He was bump drafting with Roger Guardiola the whole time, and actually no, it was Micah Joyner, I think. But they just eventually separated, and William was doing so good, but eventually had to drop the win. And then at Talladega, he was doing pretty good drafting with his teammate William O'Donnell, and they eventually couldn't keep up with the speed there, and it was a 4-wide finish, but TJ Harley just had the outside and ended up getting the win. So hopefully William Dobbins can prove himself here in the next couple races, if not here, because he's in the front again. But as I just explained with the last two examples, him being in the front doesn't automatically mean he's going to win, because something's probably going to happen to make him lose. Speaking of losers, here comes the Biffler on the bottom. Wait, hold on. Sorry, Biffler. Sorry about that. Stop milking crappy memes and I won't call you a loser. Biffler is in the middle battling with Julius Orange. Julius moving him up out the way. And now onto the backstretch. We've got just 6 laps to go. Julius Orange right now on the bottom for Team Elliott Motorsports, and Adrian Adkins Intel for Gaming Motorsports. 3 cars up top have the run right now. The 74 trying to get a push to the lead with William Dobbins and also Elliott Johnson. Driver 81 had a huge wreck at Daytona. He's up here at 4th car in the lane, and around goes the Biffler. Into Julius Orange, he saves it. They both save it. And luckily they didn't come up and wreck anybody. Right, little take tips. But yeah. Good save there for the 80 and the 74. But now Biffler takes the lead on lap 23, folks. 4 laps to go here at Echopark Super Speedway. Nobody's even thinking about letting up right now. And to be fair, they don't have to, since this is Echopark. Everybody's going to be holding it real close, and around goes the 74 and the 59. They save it once again. What amazing driving we're seeing from the 84 here. He got in the 4-wide finish in Talladega that I just mentioned a couple minutes ago. Driver 81 pushing the 7 on the bottom. That's Madi Obeid for flashlight. And around goes the 59 into the walls. Adrian Adkins takes the driver 81 with him. 2 more cars in the outside wall. Big crash. The Biffler slammed into the side of the 80 of Julius Orange. The caution comes out with 3 laps to go. And we're going to be going overtime here, folks. Huge, vicious wreck for everybody. Let's go to the replay and see what caused everybody to crash. Coming off turn 2. It just looks like the Biffler was turned, got hooked by Julius there, and turned Adrian Adkins in the wall, then went all the way down and took driver 81 out as well. Micah Joyner tried to slip by, but then Julius took him out too. It looks like we got a new crazy Bob on our hands here. Slammed hard into the wall, and then Biffler came down out of the wreck pretty much scot-free, but then the 80 slides down with him and probably trying to retaliate for wrecking him. Tried to slam into the side of him there and did slam into the side. So we got a little bit of a rivalry going on there between those two. You see Julius turns the Biffler, then the Biffler saves it. Julius Orange goes around and Biffler wants revenge. So, boom, right there. Huge wreck here on the backstretch. Probably ruined a lot of people's races. But with that being said, we will see you folks on the restart for overtime. Welcome back, everybody, to Echopark Speedway. We just reached the Geico restart zone, and we are getting ready to finish this race in overtime. The green flag is out in the air, folks, and we got 2 laps to go. So hopefully we'll make it back around with no problems. Elliott Johnson on the bottom, Micah Joyner in tow. I'm surprised he's still up here after that wreck that just happened. Julius Orange took him into the wall. I thought that would have probably had some big effects on his engine, but it's not too bad since he's running up here in 2nd. TJ Harley in 3rd, winner of our last race. If he catches, whoa, almost taking out Micah Joyner there. If they catch Elliott Johnson, which it seems to be that they're doing right now, they could go for, he could go 2 for 2 here. White flag out in the air for Elliott Johnson. He just has to hold off the 13 and 64. The 31 of Ryan Little is even trying to make a push. Here they come onto the back straight. Micah Joyner up high, TJ Harley down low, and it looks like Elliott Johnson is going to be clear this time by. So coming off turn 4, Elliott Motorsports is going to get their first win in Yonkers at Echopark Superspeedway with Elliott Johnson. Congratulations to the 84. He gets it done at Echopark. Holy crap. What the stutter. Good win here for the 84 and the entire Elliott Motorsports team. Not all the Elliott Motorsports drivers were pretty fair today. Julius just caused an entire wreck on the backstretch. Ryan Little caused an entire wreck in turns 3 and 4. So I feel like Elliott was the only guy racing fair here today. So he's probably going to have to talk to his teammates about the behavior with racing here, because it just was not good. But overall, I say it was pretty okay. So still congratulations to the 84, because he didn't do anything wrong. And Elliott Motorsports deserves the win because Elliott Johnson has been performing well enough for this win. He got fourth at Daytona, I think, fourth at Talladega, and now he's going to win the race here at Echopark. And he slammed into the wall. What the actual heck was that? That looked fatal. Anyways, folks, with that being said, this was Boa Productions. This was the Amazon Racing League at Echopark Superspeedway, and we'll see you at the next race at Pocono. So with that being said, peace.